I mean when I say the word ready? Well, at the end of the pregame warm-up, no punches thrown, but a few words of welcome were exchanged. How do you do? Welcome to Philadelphia. We're so glad to see you on our home ice tonight, said the Flyers to the Edmonton Oilers, and the Oilers had a few answers, I'm sure. This should be a crackling game tonight.
And it is Scott Mellanby nearby. Down to the ice goes Gretzky, and the fans applaud that. A pile-up and the puck underneath. Andy Van Hellemond now blows the whistle. A minute 16 gone in this scoreless first period.
Well, we knew the Flyers were going to come out hitting. And Wayne Gretzky really was the recipient of the first big hit by Scott Mellanby. Zezel once again draws the assignment of Mark Messier.
Too far for Howe. Threaded back by Messier. Then swung along by Hextall. Messier continues. And it's off McSorley and centered and trapped by Hextall. And then McSorley goes barreling in. Puck chopped at by Derek Smith. Working further, but it is Curry to keep it in. Gets a pass to Gretzky to Curry. Score! Jari Curry! He had it there, but it was denied by Nilsson, and back on come the Flyers. Carson has it through to Sather, backhander, and it's saved by Fuhr. And then Mellanby hooks up after the whistle with Tikkanen.
What a great chance the Flyers had to tie it back up, and Lindsey Carson really paid the price with his legs and his knees.
Given up by Samuelson to Gretzky. Has Curry up the wing. Gretzky in front, and it's saved by Hextall. And then an Oiler goes into him and is surrounded. The two-point men have pulled up so that they can keep that face-off. Oh, that was... You couldn't see it in the camera. I've got to explain something. Go ahead.
I'm not so sure I wouldn't rather hear what you saw.
Oh, that's all right. 2:50 left in the first. Oilers have to get rid of it quickly. There you saw the crunch by Kjell Samuelsson on Pozar. And the two European players wrestle each other around. Oh, they go across the face. Oh, and Tocchet was trying for Poulin in front. Gretzky across for Kevin Lowe, and Lowe starts it back out. Little tap to Gretzky. Has Lowe breaking as a screen, and now he's alone. He scores! Kevin Lowe! And it is 2-0 Edmonton on a shorthanded goal.
But I'll tell you, that's doing it the hard way. Before the game, we knew the Flyers didn't want to do it again. The defenseman battle.
McCrimmon dumps it back off for Craven, allows it to roll behind where Prop shields for Eklund. Then to McCrimmon, drive, hit someone in front. Loose puck is Prop. Back now it comes to Eklund and McCrimmon again. Score! 2-1, the Oilers ahead, 10 seconds on the power play. Gregg feeds off to Gretzky to Gregg. He scores! Randy Gregg on a feed from Wayne Gretzky, who has his third assist. The Oilers have their third goal and are up by 2. Stiff pass, and this from the bench is taken by Pozar. Wraps it along, and Zezel takes the legs out from under an Oiler, and that'll cost.
Here's the penalty. Battle in the corner. Peter Zezel. Oh, boy, that's a dangerous trick, too. It works sometimes. You saw Zezel. Here's Krushelnyski. Watch the back of his left leg. I got to tell you, there have been many players injured seriously with that play.
Gretzky tries to chop, but McCrimmon says no. Prop clears. It's shunted along by Gregg, and play is onside. Here is Curry. Gives to Gretzky. In front and being bothered by Hextall is Krushelnyski. Drive by Gregg, and that trap by Hextall.
Depressed before that minute and 14 seconds is up. What a battle in front between, not much of a battle actually, we'll call it an attack. Hextall on the back of Krushelnyski's leg. Ron Hextall just trying to buy himself a little room in there. This will give us a good look at it. Our exclusive super slow-mo shows Ron Hextall. Sorry, Ron, we put that camera over there and didn't really mean it, didn't really intend it to pick up on some of your flashes, but that's what this game is all about this time of year.
Prop gets to the slot. Backhander deflected. Loose puck in front. They poke away at it. Stoppage of play as Zezel is tied up with Tikkanen back at center ice. And now Paul Coffey trying to get in a swing on Tocchet behind the goal.
Tocchet had him with his head bent down and was holding him there. And the only thing that let Paul Coffey get up was that Tocchet ended up popping his helmet right off. That set Coffey free. And there were 2 men short. You can't see it here, but way back up ice, Peter Zezel. Well, there's a crunch. That's Curry and McCrimmon in front. There's Tocchet.
On to Glenn Anderson. Given some room by Howe, and then just that quickly the gap closed. Oh, and Howe is shoved into the boards, and Anderson will pay for that one. And now Samuelson there to have a word with Anderson as Howe getting up slowly.
Well, they sure don't want to retaliate and take a penalty. This is the break the Flyers need. Mark has to take his lumps here. He knows it, but the Flyers can't retaliate. Anderson coming in on Howe, and the puck will go back to the side. Howe in pursuit. Anderson following him. Remember what Zezel did to Krushelnyski in the second period? Well, Anderson did it to Howe, but a little higher. Cross-check him in the back.
Coffey banks it along. Ron Sutter pressed by McTavish. And a stoppage of play. Oh, and more after. Lindsey Carson goes swinging into Charlie Huddy.
The time that it hurts the most when I'm off balance and I try and shoot, and it feels as if somebody's sticking a knife in my chest, but it goes away quickly. It's the final.
Here is Krushelnyski in score. Mike Krushelnyski, 4-1 Oilers. Ron Hextall has been given a 10-minute misconduct. That means really nothing. They don't play shorthanded. It just goes on his record and moves his penalty total in the playoffs up to 36 minutes. Oh, yes, it does cost $50. Near the check of McClellan. Down goes Propp. And behind it is to Eklund. Eklund to Propp, a shot. And that's juggled and then held by Fuhr. 12:21 to go. Third period of play. And some pawing at the front of the goal. The score of the game. It's the Oilers 4, the Flyers 1. Not much happened while we were away, and then just at the very end of this little discussion, now McClellan and Marsh are jawing, but Tocchet thrust the stick in on Charlie Huddy. Now Tocchet comes right back, and he's just being spun around by Bob Hodges, the linesman.
You know, Kevin McClellan's a tough guy, but he might be in for kind of a surprise, taking on number 8, Brad Marsh. It's been a while since Marsh has fought as frequently as he did when he first came into this league in 1978.
This is Anderson, held off by Hextall, and Brad Marsh plays. Something must have, yeah, here's something.
That's got to be a major penalty. Andy Van Helleman has to call a 5-minute major penalty. Hextall reared up with both hands. And Nilsson will be lucky if his leg isn't broken. I think he hit him in the back of the leg. If he catches the bone on the side, he get a chance to see what Andy does on this and see what he's made of. Now watch Anderson. He goes for the rebound. You see he whacks at it, so Hextall is beside himself. But Hextall says, I don't care who it is. I'm going to get the next guy. Look at this.
Oh, man.
Oh, he's got a call. I mean, he's standing right there. I'm going to be very anxious to see what the call is. We'll see it again. It's painful. I don't know if you want to look at it. Oh, man. Tell you what. What do you say about that? We've said so many nice things about Ron Hextall in the playoffs. This is Bush League. He should be ejected from the game and maybe even suspended. That should be automatic. That's a cheap shot and a no-class move by a kid that has had a great season in the NHL. That is terrible.
Well, this could be a match penalty as well. This could be a 10-minute match.
Whatever it is, it's not enough.
5 minutes for slashing.
And of all the guys who slashed, too, the guy that'll never slash back, Kent Nilsson. Nilsson's just cruising in front.
And his Edmonton Oilers have won the game from the Philadelphia Flyers by a count of 4-1.
Boy, did you see that swing? Glenn Sather isn't out of the woods yet. At any rate, you can look at a lot of factors in tonight's game. You can look at Philadelphia having 9 minutes and 43 seconds of advantage time and really only having 2 quality shots in that time. That might be that fan's last chance to swipe at any opposing coach for the next few months.
Yep, absolutely.
So you can talk about power plays. You can talk about all kinds of things. There's the swipe. But when you look at it, Mike, to me it was number 99 that just tore it away and single-handedly set up 3 beautiful goals. And it really didn't matter what the Flyers did. Wayne Gretzky came to prove something, and that is the sign of the great athlete. Almost never do they have back-to-back inferior games. And even if they try hard and they are shut down, they very seldom allow a team to shut them down 2 games in a row.
You saw Fuhrer, you saw Gretzky, among the better players in this important game for the Edmonton Oilers. They have a big lead, 3-1 in the series. They won it 4-1.